Traditional maritime wisdom suggests that only two forces possess the power to eliminate a giant squid. Common knowledge points to either the Leviathan sperm whale or a rare cannibalistic encounter with a significantly larger member of its own gargantuan kin. However, recent marine biological surveys have unveiled a third, highly improbable contender, an apex predator that, by all evolutionary logic, should not be venturing into the lightless void to challenge such a monster. This unexpected assassin is not a 90,000-pound mammal. It is a sleek, silver-skinned fish. To appreciate the staggering nature of this rivalry, one must first analyze the biological fortress that is the giant squid, known scientifically as Architeuthis dux. This creature is no gentle resident of the abyss. It is a specialized killing machine capable of reaching lengths exceeding 40 feet. Unlike smaller cephalopods, the giant squid is armed for high-stakes warfare. Its tentacles are equipped with hundreds of suction cups, but these are not simple, fleshy pads. The interior rim of every sucker is reinforced with serrated, saw-toothed rings of chitin, the same incredibly durable material that forms the armor-like exoskeletons of stag beetles. When this leviathan ensnares its prey, it is not merely holding on. It is mechanically shredding tissue. Once immobilized, the victim is pulled toward a massive, parrot-like beak, with enough crushing force to sever bone and muscle in a single snap. Against this horror stands the swordfish, or Xiphias. Gladius. At a glance, the matchup seems laughable. The swordfish possesses no thick armor, no protective scales, and its skin is entirely smooth to reduce drag. It lacks crushing jaws, powerful grappling arms, or any traditional defensive shielding. Structurally, it is little more than a high-speed torpedo of pure muscle with a singular, pointed bone extending from its snout. On paper, the fish has zero chance of survival. The squid holds every physical advantage: mass, reach, and weaponry. However, the physical disparity is only the beginning of the story. The primary barrier between these two animals is the stratification of the ocean itself. Marine environments are divided into strict vertical corridors, and the denizens of these layers rarely intersect. Swordfish are primarily residents of the epipelagic zone, the sunlit top 200 meters of the water column where oxygen is plentiful. In contrast, the giant squid is a phantom of the midnight zone, existing in the crushing pressures and freezing temperatures found between 1,000 and 4,000 meters deep. Yet, every evening, as the sun sets, swordfish initiate an incredible vertical migration, plunging thousands of feet into the freezing dark. They survive this transition by utilizing a biological cheat code that most surface fish lack. Located directly behind their eyes and brain is a specialized thermogenic tissue, a modified eye muscle, whose sole purpose is to vibrate and generate heat. This internal furnace warms the blood flowing to their ocular and neural systems, allowing their vision and reaction times to remain razor-sharp, even when the surrounding water is near the freezing point. While the squid is trapped in a slow-motion world of cold, the swordfish is operating like a high-speed computer. But sight is only half the battle. The swordfish still needs a method to kill a 40-foot titan. Many assume the fish uses its bill as a simple spear, but stabbing a giant squid is a fatal tactical error. If a swordfish stabs the center of a squid's mass, it becomes physically stuck inside an opponent with 8 powerful arms and 2 lethal feeding tentacles. To avoid this, the swordfish uses its bill like a broadsword rather than a lance. By charging at speeds of 50 miles per hour and thrashing its head violently from side to side, the fish delivers a series of high-velocity slashes. Because squids consist entirely of soft tissue, these kinetic strikes can decapitate the prey or inflict enough neurological trauma to leave the cephalopod paralyzed before it can even locate its attacker. This battle is also a contest of metabolic endurance. Deep-sea creatures are adapted to an environment where food is incredibly scarce, leading to slow metabolisms and very low stamina. While a giant squid can move quickly using jet propulsion, this method is anaerobic, meaning their muscles rapidly fill with lactic acid. Within minutes of a high-speed chase, the squid completely gasses out and becomes exhausted. The swordfish, however, is fueled by the oxygen-rich surface waters and possesses nearly limitless stamina by comparison. If the squid cannot end the fight instantly, it simply cannot outlast its attacker. Furthermore, the squid's primary escape mechanism, its ink, is fundamentally useless in this arena. Blinding an attacker with black ink in an ocean that is already pitch black is as ineffective as trying to gouge the eyes of a blind man. Sight is a secondary sense in the midnight zone, and the ink cloud provides no thermal or acoustic cover against the swordfish's specialized hunting techniques. So, how does the squid population survive this constant invasion? The answer lies in the swordfish's choice of target. They rarely engage a fully grown 40-foot adult because the risk of a counterstrike is too high. Instead, they focus their aggression on juveniles. A young giant squid that is only 3 to 5 feet long is the perfect size for a swordfish to obliterate with minimal effort. In the world of marine biology, this is essentially spawn camping, the systematic culling of the next generation before they can grow into unstoppable monsters. Ultimately, this lopsided matchup is the result of an evolutionary lag. The deep sea is a stable, ancient world where life evolves at a glacial pace. The surface, however, is a violent arena of rapid adaptation and fierce competition. The swordfish is a modern, high-tech warrior from a fast-paced world, invading a primitive battlefield that never prepared its residents for such a lethal intruder. While we often view the giant squid as the ultimate apex predator of the dark, it is actually trapped in a losing arms race against a modern invader from the world of light.